Okay, so kids went down for a nap. I don't know how I became God's favorite where they both took a nap at the same time today. So we're gonna make a quick coffee and then we're gonna sit down and have a little chat. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Samara and I'm the owner of Baby Elephant Studios. I create handmade goods for mamas and babies. My brand is really geared towards more like mommy and me kind of aesthetic, but also some just really cutesy stuff for girlies and all. And best of all is I just launched my business 2 weeks ago. So let's talk a little bit about that. I thought it would be fun to sit and chat and talk about what the first 2 weeks of opening up my business has been like. Because there have been some highs and there have been some lows also. So grab your favorite drink. Mine's is a nice coffee, always a nice coffee. But whatever you prefer, your comfy drink, get comfy and let's talk. Okay, so first things first, why did I even decide to start Baby Elephant Studios? I mean, there's a couple of reasons. A little backstory, I've always loved creating. Ever since I was little, I would go into my mom's stash of craft supplies and I would destroy everything. And she still reminds me to this day about the fact that I did that to her. She used to own a daycare, so she had so many little art and craft supplies that she would do with the kids at the daycare. And I would also be involved in those. But the bonus was that I was able to get into those craft supplies after daycare hours. I made so many things, and growing up I was always super artsy. I loved to draw, I loved creating things. I was always involved in anything creative. And even like in school, kids would want to partner with me when it was a project that had to do with creativity or drawing or anything like that. Now, I'm not the best drawer in the world, but I can, fend for myself in that department. So for the past couple of years, I've been trying to start up Baby Elephant Studios. The name came to me about 4 or 5 years ago, and I kind of tried it, but I was never really consistent with it. I found that it was just difficult for me to really find what it was that I wanted to do. But honestly, one of my biggest motivators for why now it's so different was becoming a stay-at-home mom. I have a 2-year-old and a 4-month-old, so my hands are constantly busy, whether it's with babies, with cleaning, or making handmade goods for my business. I'm constantly doing something. But what really pushed me to really take this business seriously and find out what it was that I wanted to do is my love for making cute and fun things for my babies. And honestly, being a stay-at-home mom, I've been one for about the last 5 months, the last month of my pregnancy and the past 4 months of my daughter's life. I've been a stay-at-home mom. And I started to feel like I needed a purpose, and I couldn't quite figure out where that sentiment was coming from. While I loved being a mom, and I really wouldn't wish any other position for myself, I felt like I was missing something for me. I also wanted to have something that my children could be proud of me when they get older, and like career times, like, hey, what does your parent do for a living? And I want them to proudly say, like, my mom owns her own business making things. So that was a huge motivator for me. And also having my babies really cultivated this consistency that I was lacking. Because with babies, you have to be consistent with a lot of things, right? Like you have to have a routine and a schedule. And while I had a simulation of that prior to babies, it's not the same. It's not the same strict structure. So doing that really helped me follow through with my business. And I really do owe it all to them, as cliche as that sounds. Okay, so let's talk about how I finally figured out what it was that I wanted to do. So Christmas time came around and my beautiful partner, he gifted me a sewing machine. And with this sewing machine, I've never sewn a day in my life, but I've always been interested in it. So I did it. I did it every single day. Every single day since the day that I got the machine on Christmas. She has been through it, my love. I just started picking up on things and self-teaching myself how to sew, and I got pretty good at it, honestly. For being a newbie and never touching a sewing machine before and just like figuring out everything on my own, thanks to YouTube. Thank you very much. For all of the creators out there whose videos I've favorited, liked, attempted to do tutorials for it, like, thank you so much for all of the things that you put out there, because it really is helpful. So once I started to learn how to sew, I started to make things for my babies, and I was like, wait a second, this is so much fun. Like, I want other people to have these products. Like, I want other people to have the things that I'm making for my babies. So I decided then, take Baby Elephant Studios and do something with it. It was already waiting there for me, just waiting for the right moment and the right opportunity for me to figure out what it was that I wanted to do. So on March 1st, I officially launched my very first collection for Baby Elephant, and it's called Spring Picnic, which it's so cute. The colors are so bright, so vibrant, so absolutely beautiful. I'm making bucket hats and pouches and bibs and just a host of items. I am honestly so proud of this collection. Putting it together was so much fun. Seeing everything come together after like months of planning, because I took about 2 months to plan every detail of this collection. Seeing it come to life was such a surreal moment. I honestly cannot explain it. Okay, so let's talk about the first 2 weeks. Once I hit that publish button, oh my God, once I took off the password off of my Shopify, that feeling was so surreal to me, because I was like, oh my God, this is so real. Like, we're doing this and there's no going back. I felt so proud. I felt so overwhelmed at the same time. But I set myself for very, very low expectations. I expected nothing. I expected to publish the website and for me not to get any sales. I was marketing my items, or like teasing my collection, without actually showing my products. I was teasing my collection for about 2 months on my personal Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, which I don't have much of a following. If you're looking at this video now, you can see I think I have like 4, maybe 5 subscribers on YouTube. Hopefully that'll change one day. That's the goal. I was wrong. My expectations should have been just a little bit higher. On launch day, I was checking my website stats, and it was showing me that people were coming into my site. They were, I teased that it was opening up March 1st, and people were coming in on March 1st. And I got over 50 people come into the website, which is huge. Not everyone purchased, obviously, but everyone was still curious. The fact that I was teasing this for so long, everyone really wanted to see what it was that I was talking about and what I was working on for so many months. So that really led me to see and believe that people are watching. Even if they don't show it, they are watching and they're curious. My very first day in business, I got 3 orders, and that was amazing. Like, any orders, even if I had gotten 1, would have been absolutely overwhelming. But I got 3 orders that day, and I honestly could not have been happier. The support that I received from friends and family, because the orders that I got that day were all from friends and family or people who knew me. So the support that I was receiving was honestly such a high. It made me understand that the people around me really do believe in what I'm doing. And that is such an amazing feeling, to know that you're doing something that other people also want and believe in you and know that you're going to be great at. So those who have purchased from my shop thus far, I can't thank you enough for the amount of support and love that you've given. And honestly, I just love creating every day. And it makes me so happy to have people receive the things that I'm making. Like, that brings me so much joy. And that's another thing. I didn't really go into this business with any expectation of making money. I'm going into this with the idea that I love to create. I want to give my life purpose, and I want people to have the things that I'm making. That's the goal. The money will come along with that. But I'm just pursuing what I love to do every day, and that's create. I'm in such peace knowing that this is what I'm meant to do with my life. Okay, so that was like the best part, right? Let's talk about some of those challenges, because there have been quite a few. I had such a learning curve with learning how to build my website on Shopify. Now that I understand the tools, it is such a great site. All the analytics, everything that's built into it, I love it, I love it, I love it. But honestly, one of the biggest challenges is just being a mom. Being a mom and trying to start a business is so difficult when you have to be present for your children, but also present for your business at the same time. It makes it almost impossible. I have had so many sleepless nights, so many early mornings, very little sleep. And the times when I've had to work with my babies, they're usually on my lap or, playing around me and things like that. I try my best to be a present mom and really leave work for nap times and bedtime. And I try, depending on how much work I have to do, to not stay up too long, because then I cannot function in the morning. But that's also where iced coffee comes in, because I have at least 2 cups a day. Maybe not the best thing, but I'm just a mom trying to survive right now. Some days I feel like I'm super productive and I've done so much and I'm really proud of it. And then I have days where I feel like I haven't done anything at all. And there's days where I just need to rest and I don't do anything at all. But I really do try to find that balance and understand that it's part of life. Sometimes your body just needs rest, and you can't just keep churning those mechanical wheels without oiling them first. I'm still figuring out that balance. And I know I'm not alone in this. Mamas out there who are chasing their dreams and raising their babies, you're amazing. And I see you, and I'm right here with you. We are going through the thick of it together, okay? Together. Let's talk about what's next for Baby Elephant, because I have a lot planned. Even though it's only been 2 weeks since I've opened my online store, I have learned so much. And I know there's a lot more to learn, and I will. I'm still learning, but right now my goal is really focused on trying to grow my social media following. I really want to focus on growing my Instagram, my TikTok, and my YouTube channel. I want to connect with other small business owners and really become a part of that community. In addition, I'm also working on new products and even the summer collection. I've already got ideas for that. One of the other things that I will also be doing is markets in the summertime. I'm currently looking through and trying to book a couple spots for markets to do in the summer. So if you are interested in those kind of vlogs, it will be my first time figuring out all market stuff. So you'll be able to see the raw, unedited truth to markets. So if you're interested in that, just let me know in the comments below. So I was able to get through that video without my babies waking up, but I know nap time is coming very close to an end. So this is where I leave you guys. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you'd like to see more small business content and mom life content. And if you're a fellow mom who's also trying to start their own business, or maybe already has their own business, please comment down below. I'd love to connect and give you a follow as well, because I'm looking to really build and curate my community. All right, bye for now, guys.